Computer vision syndrome is essentially a very recently, I would say, described entity, which after this whole COVID episode, after this pandemic, I think it hit us, and it has actually increased the proportion of these patients in our practices since this COVID pandemic, because during those 2, 3, 4 years, people were at home. The way we work has changed, the way we get our entertainment has changed, the way we interact with family, colleagues, co-workers, everything has changed since the pandemic. And a lot of that is now digital. So we have remote working, we have a lot of digital devices. We are exposing a lot of younger children now to digital devices at a very early age in the formal setting. It used to happen in the informal setting, but now even schools, colleges, everybody is switching to either work from home or digital assignments and things like that. So yes, I would say in the last probably 5-10 years, computer vision syndrome has become a really important entity. And what it simply is that it is because of extended amount of time spent on any digital device, whether it's a computer, a laptop, a tab, a mobile, whatever you have it, because of increased exposure to this and because of working continuously on these devices, at the end of the day or during the day, you have tiredness of the eyes, you feel that the eyes are fatigued, or there is some headache, or there is watering of the eyes, there is eye strain. And this entire umbrella of symptoms and signs is now clubbed under computer vision syndrome. Say you have somebody, most of the job profiles now is I have to sit on a screen, or I have to look at a screen for 8 to 10 to 12 hours a day. And typically these patients come to the eye clinic and say that by the end of the day, I have a brow ache, or I have a headache, which is here and here, or I have a very throbbing headache. I need to rub my eyes. My eyes feel very tired. My eyes water a lot, or my eyes water continuously, or I get really blurred vision by the middle of the day. By the middle of the working day, my vision is very blurred. I'm not able to complete tasks. I'm not able to focus. And it gets relieved only if I sleep, or sometimes it doesn't get relieved. Or if I wake up in the morning, my eyes are very blurry, and it takes some time to focus back, and then I can start working. So all of these are symptoms of computer vision syndrome. These are some of the most common, but yeah, you can have even different ones where they trigger off migraines and things like that. But some of the commonest symptoms are these. I think one should consult a doctor if you have any of these symptoms. If you know that you're aware of the entity of computer vision syndrome, and if your lifestyle demands that you do use a digital device for more than 8 to 10 hours a day, I think you must visit an eye specialist at least once in 6 months or once in a year and get your glasses checked, ensure that you're wearing the right correct glasses, have a discussion with the eye specialist about your work needs, whether you can use anti-glare screens, anti-glare glasses. How should you change your lifestyle a little bit to prevent these symptoms from coming up, and how you can use what we now call as digital device hygiene, where we're using it correctly, your posture is correct, the lighting is correct, you're not using it for an extended period of time, so on and so forth. So I think, yes, you must see an eye specialist at least when these symptoms come up, or at least every 6 months or a year. The treatment for computer vision syndrome is actually lifestyle modifications, and it is something that I feel like we need to generate more awareness about this issue, because it is something that patients themselves can easily do and incorporate into their lives. And it is not rocket science. It is very basic, certain set of rules that you must have the discipline to follow yourself, and thereby protect your eyes. So the first thing that we talk about in computer vision syndrome is something called as the rule of 20-20-20, where you ideally take a break for about 20 seconds, where you look at an object which is 20 feet away for about 20 seconds. and you're looking at that object continuously for 20 seconds. So it's got to be at a distance, and you do this every 20 minutes. So it is every 20 minutes, you look at an object which is 20 feet away for a period of 20 seconds. And essentially, what that is designed to do is that it's designed to give your eyes, or the muscles inside the eye, specifically the muscles of accommodation within the eyes, a break. And by a break, I mean that the muscle literally contracts, relaxes, contracts, relaxes. And like any other muscle in the body, if you keep the muscle contracted for a long time, it's going to go into a spasm, which is what happens when you use your eyes continuously at near. And so, what I practically tell my patients is that even if 20 is not possible, because sometimes it is not during the work day, at least every 2 hours or every 2.5 hours, or if you have a break in between your work sessions or in between your meetings or whatever it is that you do, if it is possible to just get away from all the digital devices, even if it is okay to close your eyes for 2 minutes or go for a walk for 2 minutes or look into the distance for 2 minutes, please do that. Or I sometimes tell them to use a lubricant eye drop and just put the drop in the eyes and close their eyes for 2 minutes. But whatever it is, just give your eyes a break after at least 2.5 hours, but do it sustainably, do it throughout the working day, and ensure that you get multiple such breaks throughout the day. So by the end of the day, your eyes are not as tired. Okay. The other thing I tell patients now is that if it's a weekend, if you have a holiday, if you're not required to sit on a screen, if you don't need to be on a computer or a monitor, please switch off your devices and do something else, where either pick a sport, pick a hobby, do whatever, but don't do near work. And near work is defined as any work which is at a distance of about 33 centimeters, which is this reading distance, you see. So this is near work, or looking into your computer, laptop, phone, pad is near work. And so taking frequent breaks, using lubricant eye drops, doing it frequently and doing it sustainably, this is pretty much the treatment for computer vision syndrome. If somebody knows that this is their lifestyle, if somebody knows that this is going to be their work day, then if you take these preventive prophylactic measures to actively not have, an extended 8 hour, 10-hour period where you are stuck or glued to a screen, you are not going to land up with the computer vision syndrome symptoms. So you know that this is going to happen. And this is why awareness about this entity is so important, especially in the corporate setup where most patients' work day is like this. So I think if patients know about this entity and can take preventive measures, or if workspaces are now designed to take this aspect into consideration, where, say, for example, for a lunch break, people are not sitting at their workstations and they are mandatorily asked to, have their lunch somewhere outside. Or if they have a track to walk on in the office or something like that, where they can leave their desks and just move out rather than sitting in the office even during the break time. I think that in itself is promoting a healthy lifestyle, not just treating computer vision syndrome, but a lot of other things as well.